So the 2025 Royal Rumble is officially in the books. This was a stacked Rumble. The biggest in history, one can say. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, John Cena, Speed, Seth freaking Rollins. But only one can win. One will stand, one will fall. So who won from this stacked ass Rumble? It wasn't Roman, wasn't Punk. Looks like he'll never win the Royal Rumble or get the main event at WrestleMania. A wise man once said, sometimes the best things to happen to you in life are the things that don't happen. We thought it was going to be Cena with all the odds stacked against him, and this being his last ever Rumble, it was shocking to see him as one of the final two standing. I personally didn't see it coming. And just as Cena's about to hit the attitude adjustment to eliminate the other opponent, yeet, Jey Uso is your 2025 Royal Rumble winner. Jey Uso is going to WrestleMania. Main event Jey Uso is real. And I'm starting to feel Usi. But yeah, pretty solid Rumble, I would say. Let's first talk about the women's Royal Rumble match. Let's get the obvious out of the way. No AJ Lee. Instead, we get Nikki Bella. She's a solid pick. I like her, but come on. We all wanted AJ. But it looks like she really is never coming back. And as for who won the Rumble, they've been hyping her up like crazy. The one and only Charlotte Flair is your 2025 Women's Royal Rumble winner. Woo! Yeah, no, I did not like this at all. This is one of the major problems with the women's division. It's a clear imbalance. Going into the match, I really didn't know who was going to win. Because when I make predictions, it's really two predictions I'm making. One, who I want to win, and two, who I think is going to win. I would have loved for an underdog to win like Roxanne Perez, but I knew WWE was not going to let her win. This is the problem. Whoever's at top, they keep up top. Look at Rhea Ripley, for example. She's practically Super Cena. Charlotte's the same way. Becky Lynch, who surprisingly didn't show up. Not sure what's going on there. But damn, Charlotte Flair? You could have chose anyone. I would have been fine with Nia Jax. I don't even get the hate behind her. I like her. They played it very safe. And as for who I think Charlotte is going after, I'm going with Tiffany Stratton. I don't think I want to see a Charlotte and Rhea rematch. Charlotte versus Tiffany for Mania. Book it. Battle of the Blondes. And as for the cool returns we got, not much, honestly. Really, the only standout for me was Alexa Bliss. WWE has to be trolling the dirt sheets. Because like last week they were saying that they couldn't come to a new contract, but then here she comes. Dope seeing her, but like then she gets eliminated. We'll see what they do with her. Trish Stratus was cool, but like that's it. This goes for both the women's and men's. Not a lot of returns. I guess it's because the roster is already stacked. They don't need anybody to come back. But I think the theme of this Rumble is expectations versus reality. When expectations are sky high and you're expecting a lot of greatness, you end up getting disappointed. This was the problem for this Rumble. Going into it, we were all hyped. We were expecting big things. And so because our expectations were high, it ruined the experience. That's why I think this Rumble was good, but hype and expectations ruined it. It's like with the Cena thing. He was the big favorite to win the Rumble, and had they made him win, it would have just been predictable. Everyone's expecting Cena to break the record. People are expecting him to win either the Rumble, the Chamber. So how do you make John Cena winning literally unpredictable? You stack the odds right up against him. You get him so close to winning, and just as he's about to take it, you strip it away from him. I think they should keep teasing us like this through Mania. I think he'll win the Chamber. He's never won it, so it'll be poetic if he does win it, but I think he's still gonna lose at Mania against Gunther. It's gonna be another embarrassing loss. Similar to last night, saying when he faced Rock for the first time, he's not breaking the title anytime soon. At the earliest, he wins it at SummerSlam. Because remember, SummerSlam is now 2 nights as well, just like Mania. Also, side note, I thought we were going to see more Cena. For some reason, I thought he was going to be on a full-time schedule again. I was expecting him to be on Raw on a weekly basis. I thought he was going to have a couple matches before the Rumble to wear the dust off. But after some research, Cena made it super clear. He's only going to be doing 36 shows. 2 are already off the list. Raw on Netflix debut and last night. So 34 more to go. And Cena just said the next time you'll see him will be at the Chamber. Next month, March 1st. So yeah, I don't see him winning the title anytime soon. He'll win it like the second half of the year. At earliest, SummerSlam. They're just gonna keep teasing us. Jey Uso was an interesting choice. I don't think anyone saw this coming. Super unpredictable. But I like it. We've been begging for a main event Jey Uso push. He had a decent IC title run, but Jey Uso's time is now. I think there's no way he goes after Cody. Most likely, he goes for Gunther. Gunther. But here's the catch. It won't be a one-on-one match. I think Cena wins the chamber and gets himself into the match and makes it a triple threat where Jey Uso would win. At least I would love him to. But I don't know. WWE glazes Gunther like crazy. So there was also a tag match. I just used it as a bathroom break. Sorry, I really didn't care about it. Now to Cody versus KO. What a match. Insane spots. Dangerous bumps. Bloody. Brutal. Dare I say a little evilish? Yeah, heel Cody's definitely a lot closer than I thought. This guy was not holding back. He let out all his anger on KO. Can someone check up on him? Is he alive? Either KO was legitimately injured or he's the greatest seller of all time. Great match, but who's next for Cody Rhodes? There was no Rock return, which pretty much confirms to me Rock is not appearing at Mania. There won't be a Roman versus Rock or a Rock versus Cody. Maybe next year in the future, but not this year. Like Rock said, we had it in the palm of our hands, but we didn't want it. I think it's gonna be Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk at Mania. Though Punk didn't win the Rumble, I think he'll use Paul Heyman to get a title match. Either he wins the chamber instead of Cena, but I don't know. There's definitely something boiling between Punk, Roman, and Seth. Maybe they'll do a triple threat, but then who does that leave Cody off with? The feud against KO is definitely over. Drew McIntyre maybe? There's a lot of different directions they can go with, but if I had to call it right now, I would say Punk versus Cody for the title, where Punk would win and Cody officially goes heel, while we also would get Roman versus Seth, a heel Seth. I think Roman would go over. Seth getting a win at Mania is just never gonna happen. But then what about the Viper? No Randy Orton return. Damn, that was the one I was hoping for the most. I would have loved to see Randy Orton come back and eliminate John Cena. We need Cena versus Orton, with Orton as the heel again. And RIP to Speed, man. They are just killing him out there. That spear looked brutal. Just goes to show you how strong these wrestlers are. But yeah, overall, I think this was a solid Rumble. Hype and expectations ruined it a little. Jey Uso was a good pick. Charlotte, not so much. But at the end of the day, there's always next year for Sucio. 2026, Saudi, Dominic Mysterio will get the dub. You heard it here first.